Mora Kiktian.
Staying in the corridors of justice, it is a first win for the family of the late blogger Albert Ojwang after High Court Judge Lawrence Mugambi declined a request by interdicted Central Police Station OCS Samson Talaam to halt his murder prosecution over the death of Ojwang. Instead, Justice Mugambi allowed the request by the DPP and IPOA to transfer the case to the High Court in Kibra, where an active murder trial against Talaam and Constable James Mukhwana is already ongoing. As Chris Tyro reports, there is still an active case in court seeking to have Deputy Inspector of Police Eliud Lagat prosecuted and barred from office due to the death of Ojwang, given that he was the complainant.
Interdicted Central Police Station OCS Samson Talaam had moved to court seeking to stop the murder prosecution over the death of the late teacher and blogger Albert Ojwang. Both Talaam and Police Constable James Mukhwana had argued that instead of private prosecution, there should be a public inquest to determine what really took place that fateful night at the Central Police Station. Justice Mugambi ruled that the prosecution into the death of Ojwang should be determined by the Kibra High Court to avoid conflicting decisions. The ruling followed an oral application by the DPP and IPOA to transfer the matter and oppose the conservatory orders sought by the officers to suspend their prosecution. Talaam remains in custody at Industrial Area Remand Prison, while Mukhwana is detained at Capitol Hill Police Station. Both will continue to be held until July 30th, when the Kibera High Court is expected to give directions on their bail application. They were detained separately after they denied murder charges alongside 4 others over the death of blogger Ojwang, who died while in police custody on the night of June the 7th this year. There's also been mounting pressure from the Law Society of Kenya and civil societies to also prosecute Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat over his involvement in the matter. And given that he was the complainant, there is still an active case in court over the same, although no directions have been given by the court.
We equally call upon the Deputy Inspector General of the Kenya Police Service, Mr. Eliud Lagat, to publicly and unconditionally recuse himself from taking part or influencing the investigations in any way, save for as may be required of him as a potential witness. Mr. Albert Ojwang must not be another statistic that we move on from when the next incident arises.
In their petition, both Talaam and Mukhwana claim they were not on duty when Ojwang was booked into the Central Police Station. Talaam claims he had handed over control of the station to his deputy on that day and was not present when Ojwang was brought in. Mukhwana, who was responsible for overseeing the cells, insists his shift had ended before Ojwang's arrival. The family of the late blogger Ojwang has already settled on 4th July this Friday as the burial date back at his rural home in Homa Bay, where he was picked by the police. Chris Tyro, KTN, Nairobi.
Senators have opted for plenary trial in Isiolo Governor Ibrahim Guyo's impeachment case.